What's up, Aries? Welcome to your October reading. I hope that you're doing well. Thank you so much for being with me here today. I really appreciate you. If this reading resonates or helps you in any way, make sure that you leave a like, comment down below, and consider subscribing to the channel if you're new here. But yeah, Aries, let's get right into your reading and see what's going on in the month of October, second half of October, the next couple of weeks or so. Get a feel for what is happening, what you can expect, and what Spirit wants you to know. Messages, bro, we got a big ass stack, but I'm gonna take it because why not? We got the Two of Wands, we have the Four of Cups, the King of Swords, the Moon, and the Sun. Oh wow, eclipse energy. This is just screaming eclipse to me. So I don't know if this is going to be something that's kind of occurring when we have the eclipses taking place, which we had the partial solar eclipse in Scorpio taking place on the end of October. I think it's like around the 25th or so. And I'm sure, Aries, as you are also ruled by Mars, just as Scorpio is, Mars is your ruler, you're going to be feeling the impact, the effects of that solar eclipse. So maybe this is tying in to the next couple of weeks for you. We'll get into that. Don't you worry. I'm going to pull more cards though. Okay, it does look like you have a choice to make, and you might not be really happy with your current offers, or it's just like, you know, yeah, I'm going to talk about this. Don't you worry. We're going to get to the bottom of this. We have the Tower coming out, but I actually see this, the way I'm going to explain it, it actually makes a lot of sense. It's actually going to be super positive, so I love that for you. Let me just get the full scope, Aries. Messages for Aries, Summer Rising Venus in October 2022. What's going on for Aries? Jeez. Yeah, okay. Okay. Messages for Aries. I'm going to get two more, and then I'm going to pull some from the bottom of the deck. Thank you. You're in a heavy masculine energy, so that's pretty cool, especially because it seems like you're going to be taking a lot of... Oh my god. It's like talk in the background, being a little guard dog. So, bear with me. Bear with me. That's her doing her little thing, being a little bodyguard. Alright, so we do have Scorpio energy, Leo, Pisces. We have two aces actually out here. Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Jeez, what's going on? The fuck is going on? Like, bro, I'm trying to get in tune with the energy, and that's really just, like, throwing me off. Like, I'll wait. I'll wait. Give me a moment, you guys. Okay, I think I'm in the clear. So we have two aces. We have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. We also have something about the past being brought up here. I don't know if like you're waiting on something from your past, or it's like tying into like something that's been going on for a while, or if there's something new that's in regards to like something you have history in. We'll take a look into that. Let me just start from the top, start from the beginning. So we have the Two of Wands and the Four of Cups. So it's like you have a choice to make about the path that you're on, the direction you are heading in your life, and yet you don't really feel the most pleasure with either of these options or either of your choices. Like, you have choices, you have options, but both paths just don't really, it's not really the vibe. Like, you're not really feeling much desire for either or, you know, you're kind of just unsatisfied with what you're being offered or what options that you have. You have I can't speak, y'all. You have options, you have opportunities, but they're just not it, or it's not exactly what you want, and you know, you're unhappy about that, and it makes sense. But I will let you know, Aries, so in that Four of Cups, right, we see you're focusing on what you don't have. You might be focusing on what's not working, kind of in more of like a pessimistic, glass half empty mindset. But I want you to be aware that there is actually going to be an opportunity. It may already be in your life, or there may already be an opening or a path that you can take. You're just not aware of it. You're just not aware of it. It's your mindset. I think it's just what you're focusing on. But it's actually, it turns out that you have a third option. You have a third path that you can take. You thought it was just like you have one or two. What are you going to choose? You're like, well, I don't want either. It's like, well, actually, turns out you have a third choice. You actually have another choice. For some, that hasn't come in just yet. Okay, so I would say, Aries, if you're not happy with what you are currently being offered, just wait a little bit longer, because there's going to be more paths that start to open up to you. I want to say there's more tills. You know, like when you're at the grocery store and like all the tills are full and like there's just lineups and lineups and lineups, and you're like, I don't want to go out stand in that line, I want to stand in that line, I want to stand in that line, and then suddenly someone comes off from their break and they open their new till, and then you're like, oh my god, there we go, I don't have to wait, not hours but like I don't have to wait like 5, 10, 15 minutes standing in line. I can just move over to this new till that just opened up. So it's kind of like that. It's like you have an opportunity that's coming in here with the tower. There's something you're not seeing here. There's something that you're not seeing. And it turns out that you don't have to take the left turn or the right turn. You can just go straight. You can just go straight ahead. Or like, you know, so that's actually really good because look at here. So we go from that 4 of Cups. Underneath that, we have the 4 of Wands. So that's about to change real soon, okay? That third option, or I guess in this case, the fourth option, the fourth path, it's about to be presented to you. Now, when it comes to this decision that you have, Aries, we do have 2 2s out here. This decision, which by the way, notice it's in air and fire, then the aces we have is air and fire. So I'm just saying, it's tied. It could be relating to 2 different things, or this feels kind of like business related, or passion related, or could be through it might be about communication. We'll get to that. I'm going to clarify that to get a little bit more specifics, but I just feel like this choice is leading to a new beginning. And when it comes to this choice, you need to be in more of an analytical mode rather than like emotional mode, okay? So when it comes to this decision, I would suggest that you make a head over heart choice, or you choose the path that like logically makes the most sense for you, the path that is going to be the easiest, the path that's going to just be the most clearest, right? Smoothest, clearest path. Like, would you rather take that path that's already like carved out, or do you want to like take the bushy road where there's like a bunch of logs and trees and rocks that you got to climb over and it's just too challenging? So it's just like, you know, choose the obvious path that you feel that you're most drawn towards, or that like just makes the most sense, okay? And also really relying on your intuition, and don't second guess yourself. When it comes to this choice, you need to be certain about this path or this decision, okay? So there is no room for hesitation. You really do need to trust your intuition. The moon does talk about, again, it's talking about, there's a lot here that I've said in these 3 cards now. We have the Tower, the Moon, and the 4 of Cups. There's some things that you're not quite aware of. You're not able to see the bigger picture at this moment, but that's about to change because we do have the Sun, right? So right now, you may not be able to see the bigger picture. You may not be able to see or tell where you're going, what are your goals, long-term plans. You're not really able to see the bigger picture at this moment, but you are soon going to have a change in perspective here, Ace of Swords. You're going to be getting some sort of clarity, and that is what's going to, the clarity that you're going to be getting is when that new opening or that new path opens up for you. So it's tying into that. And I think it's relating to, it could be business. Like I said, this could be about your work, career, a passion, a hobby, some sort of skill that you have. The King of Wands is someone who's very, very confident. So it's like moving through the uncertainty with confidence and like trusting yourself and not really worrying about what others may think of you or what others think you should be doing. Like really just following your own path, being your own leader, and like that self-realization that whatever it is that you want or whatever it is that you're looking for or hoping for or searching for, you are able to achieve and be successful in. And that's the King of Wands for you. It's like he is very, very successful. King of Wands and the King of Swords. I fucking love this energy. I don't know if you carry like heavy air and fire placements, which, you know, is Sag, Leo, Aries, that's you. And then air is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I am really like, this reading is just like heavy air and heavy water. Oh, what am I saying? What am I? So there is no, that's not at all what I meant to say. heavy air and heavy fire. Why did I say water? I was looking at the moon. So I'm just saying, there's like a nice balance between like the air aspect and the fire aspect, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's like you are very determined, you're very serious, you're thinking about like long-term plans and long-term goals and making it happen and getting down to the nitty-gritty detail, and like it's like you're really focusing on the single steps that you have to take, but you're unable to see how it's going to play out, or you're unable to see like the bigger, grander picture. Okay, so that's a little bit difficult at this moment. That's why it's like Spirit is really wanting you to stay planning here with the Seven of Swords. And also I want to say with the Sun, like keep your moves on the down low. I would suggest that like, you don't go announcing every single step, every single thing that you're doing or pursuing and announcing it to the world or people around you, unless they're like people that you can trust and like people that you're really close to and people who support you. I just want to say that because the Seven of Swords, sometimes they can talk about people in your life who don't have the best intentions. It can talk about people who want to sabotage, or could be talking about people who are jealous, or, misery loves company. And when you are happy and living your best life, there could be a little hater around you who just wants to rain on your parade, or just like, diminish your accomplishments, or try to make it seem like what you're doing isn't enough, or it's stupid or whatever. It's like you don't want that energy around you, so just be mindful of that. And also, if there is anybody in your life who doesn't have good intentions or is like not good for you in any way, shape, or form, that's going to be illuminated during this eclipse season that we're heading into. So your connections are going to be highlighted, the real, genuine, solid, rock solid connections versus the flaky, inconsistent, wishy-washy, kind of taker, energy vampire, that kind of stuff. People who maybe don't have the best intentions. Like all of that is going to be revealed during eclipse season. So just be mindful. If you already have suspicions, then it's just going to be proven correct, right? But don't like be all worried and be like, oh my God, there's a hidden enemy. Oh my God. Like most likely not. I'm not really feeling that. I'm just seeing like if there is anyone who is trying to get in the way of your path, or just doesn't want to see you succeed, that you will be very much aware of who those people are, and you will know exactly how to handle that. You'll know exactly what to do with that information, but you will be getting information. And also, like I was saying, it's just like planning carefully and also looking at the bigger picture, and just kind of moving in silence. I would suggest it's just like kind of keep it on the down low until it's concrete, until it's solidified. Because right now with that moon, it is talking about uncertainties and like the foundation isn't quite there, especially because this is talking about something that's new. Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So this is talking about like this new path that you're going to be taking, the path that you're not quite aware of or you're not quite seeing at this moment, that's going to be opening up, that just happens to open up and you're like, oh my God, I don't have to wait in line. Wow. Right. It's talking about something new here. Okay. And so when something's new, it's in the very early stages, it is extremely vulnerable and you have to be very careful with it. And so that's why it's like kind of keep it on the down low and don't like be announcing it until it is like concrete. Like let's say that you went for a job interview, right? Don't just go tell everybody, yeah, I got the job, when like you haven't even gotten the call back. Like, don't put all your eggs in one basket is like kind of the symbol, not the symbolism, but like the saying that I'm getting with that imagery, right? So yeah, like just keep it on the down low until it's concrete. We just don't want any naysayers or sabotagers trying to ruin it for you. Okay, so just keep that quiet. But you have a lot of new ideas coming in, a lot of inspiration. There's a lot of motivation. You also have a lot of discipline too. So it's like on the days where you're not really feeling the most motivated, you can lean back on that discipline thanks to the King of Swords, right? The King of Swords, he is disciplined, he is structured, some of you might be taking on like higher authority, or you're dealing with people who have higher authority, or like this can represent more of like a masculine figure in your life, maybe a father figure or a boss, or so maybe you're dealing with someone like that, or you could be stepping into that role or having like more power. Okay. But it's that cheesy saying, with great power comes great responsibility, you know? But yeah, it's like you have like lots of new ideas and you're extremely excited and very passionate about it. I also want to say here with that Six of Cups, perhaps this is like an idea that you had, or it was something that you maybe pursued in the past, but you, for whatever reason, maybe it didn't work out, or maybe you put it on the sidelines, or maybe it just didn't take off the way that you had planned for. Like some of you are returning to a forgotten idea or forgotten dream, or something that you kind of just pushed aside. It's like you're picking it back up, or you're finishing what you started. For some of you, it's like this is a brand new start. And this is about expanding on what you've already built for yourself. For some, this is about like this new energy that's coming in, or these new opportunities that are coming in. This might be in relation to someone you have a history with, or someone you have like a past with, or this is something that like you've been waiting on. You've been waiting for this. You've been waiting for this opportunity. You thought like it wasn't going to come in. You thought like you had no other option. You thought like, damn, okay, I guess I gotta leave this in the past. And then it turns out, oh my God, surprise, like here you go. Here's the opportunity that you've been waiting so patiently for. Yeah, okay, let's see. Is there anything else that I'm feeling from this? There might be something about like an unexpected celebration here, the Tower to the Four of Wands. So there's like unexpected good news that comes in. I do feel that energy, especially with the sun. I really do love that the sun's in this reading. And even like your intuition being proven to be correct about certain situations that like you didn't have solid evidence to, like, you ever get like, for example, you ever get like a feeling about a certain person, but like everybody loves them, but like you are like, something is off about them. I don't have evidence. I don't know why I'm feeling this way, but I'm picking up on their energy and just something just doesn't seem right. Like they can't be trusted. And then, you know, time goes on and turns out your intuition was proven correct. And like you knew all along that you were right about that person. Like, you know, that's an example. It's like perhaps that's something that's kind of occurring in the next couple of weeks. Or again, you guys, I'm really feeling like this reading is kind of playing out through like eclipse season, like end of October, early November. And then like that is going to actually be carrying out for the next 6 months. So new karmic cycles definitely playing a role here. Okay, let's do some clarifying. Let's get some clarification. Yeah, let's take a look into this tower. What's this unexpected news or opportunity? Like, it's definitely representing something that's unexpected. But in this case, I'm feeling like it's a good thing. But let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Tell me about the tower for Aries, Sun rising Venus in October 2022. Tell me about the tower, please, for Aries. It's 4:44 p.m. Okay. Synchronicities. I see you. Loud and clear. Which actually, we have 2, 2, 4, 4, 1, 1. You might be seeing a lot of synchronicities around this time. Oh, 7, 7. Okay, Aries. This whole reading is just filled with synchronicities. Wow. All right, tell me about the tower for Aries. What is this unexpected? 4 of Wands. Double confirmation. And the Son of Wands. So there's good news coming in. We also have the Chariot at the bottom. So Aries, whatever this tower is representing in your life, you're having some sort of good news coming in and you're celebrating it. Or it's something that you were really hoping for, but you thought like it wasn't going to happen. Or you felt like, you know, you missed your chance. You missed the opportunity. You felt like, you know, you were screwed. Like, turns out, you have some celebration coming around, or this is worth celebrating. Celebrate all of your wins, celebrate all of your victories. I don't care if it's something small, but you need to celebrate yourself and celebrate this good news. I don't care what it is, right? Even if it's something really, really small, I feel like this is worth celebrating, okay? So you better celebrate yourself and appreciate yourself, because this is some awesome. This is so good. I'm so happy for you. Okay, let me get a little bit more specifics though. Like, what is this news? I want to know. Son of Wands is all about like good news. It's a Page of Wands. I always see Page of Wands as good news, feeling excited, feeling really bubbly, outgoing too. You might be feeling way more just optimistic in general, which is such a shift of mindset from the beginning of the reading with the Four of Cups, where you're like, you know, unhappy, unsatisfied, feeling like nothing's really working, just kind of feeling more negative, right? Like I was saying, glass half empty. Whereas now your mindset, your frame of mind, what you're focusing on, it's like there's been a complete flip, and you're actually feeling really excited and really optimistic about the path that you're on. You're having this sense of drive, like, okay, let's go, let's get it, let's get this ball rolling, you know? Okay, all right. Father of Cups and the Ten of Wands. What was this for? This is just an extra message because I wasn't even specifying what I was looking into. Let's see. This is this, like, which again, more masculine energy. King of Swords, King of Wands, King of Cups. So there are some emotional things that you're needing to work through releasing. Yeah. Needing to release and honor all of your emotions, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Right? We got to embrace it. We got to feel them. We got to let it out. We got to express them. That's the only way, because, you know, Four of Cups, when you're in this energy and you try to just like suppress it and fake it till you make it, it just bottles up and it just creates a bunch of tension, and then you end up feeling worse. So I would just say, Aries, if you're having a bad day, or you're feeling just really bogged down with your emotions and with your thoughts and your feelings, and you're like, oh my God, I don't want to feel like this, I'm just trying to distract myself and like keep pushing forward. It's like sometimes you really got to just sit in those emotions and release them. Like this is an energy where it just feels like you need a good cry, or you need a sense of release. You need to find a way to release these emotions, or like even like doing some sort of physical activity, especially with all this masculine energy coming out. It's like needing to take some sort of action, or like get your body moving, put on some dance, some songs and dance to it. My words are backwards. Put on some songs, put on some music and dance, and just like, you know, get your heart racing a little bit. Maybe go out for some walks. Like this is the energy where you're like needing to release what's been built up within you, the tension within you. Otherwise you could have an ugly outburst. And since, you know, this may be tying into a bit of the Tower, I feel like this is a huge relief, to be honest, because you might have been stressing and like feeling really worried and concerned about the future, and like maybe you were keeping it hidden or keeping it to yourself, not wanting to like burden or bog anybody else down. But now that this good news is coming in, it's like you just feel like a huge relief, and you were able to just let go of all the burdens and the baggage and the stresses that you've been holding on to, right? So you're able to like just let it go and be like, whew. I feel relieved, I feel happy, I feel grateful, I'm blessed. You're like, thank you to the heavens and the universe. Like you're just like feeling massive relief here. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's look into the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Yeah. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands for Aries, Summer, Night, and Venus in October 2022. Ace of Swords and Ace of Wands for Aries, please. Show me clearly. What's this new energy about? These new opportunities. We got strength coming out. Some of you have romance. Strength for me in this deck, just because he got a rose in his mouth. Really, just first every time this card comes on, like just think of The Bachelor. It's like, will you accept this rose? I mean, for some, it's like with the Ace of Wands, maybe there's a spark of new romantic interest, or someone that you have a deep chemistry with, and there might just be like, maybe you're realizing your feelings towards someone. That's for somebody out there. But you know, this is also representing your strength and your willpower and your determination, and that you are gaining a whole lot of respect, right? King of the Jungle. This is Leo energy. Some of you have Leo placements, Leo sun, moon, rising, maybe your Venus in Leo, right? But let's see what else needs to come out. And again, we have the sun that's in this card at the very top. So it's just like these opportunities, or this new beginning for you, makes you so happy. And you know, with the talking about this rose that's in the card, oh my God, look at the bottom, Ace of Cups, bruh. See, some of you have a new interest in love, okay? Or there's a new spark in your romantic connection. So now we have 3 aces making an appearance in this reading. But just with the rose, right? Roses, they do have thorns. So I just gotta say, it's like, as beautiful as these new opportunities are, I do want to just say, like, move carefully with it, right? It's like a fine line. What? Move with caution. Yeah, because, like, I never really get that message from... but, like, yeah, roses, they do have prickles. They have thorns. So, yeah. Okay. I don't know what they want me to do. Just, what else? What else do you want me to know about this? Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands for Aries. I don't even think there are thorns on this guy. Maybe they cut him off. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands for Aries. 9 of Swords. Oh, fears. Your fears is what could... that's what you need to be careful of like self-sabotage, and like you got something good going on and you could get in your own way or think like, I'm not worthy of this, or what if this is too good to be true, and like sabotage yourself because you start like overthinking like the worst case scenario. And that goes back to your mindset here, the 4 cups. So be very mindful of what you're telling yourself and what you're thinking, where you're directing your energy and your focus. All right. Otherwise, you know, it requires a lot of strength for you to not feed into that mentality. So Aries, stay in control of your thoughts. Anything else in regards to the Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, 7 of Wands, rising up from the struggle. And we also have the 8 of Wands. Look at all this freaking fire and air throughout this entire reading. Like, it's just been solid. You are really just rising up, and you're pushing through the struggles, and you're pushing through the fears and the worries and the what ifs. And also now we have 777. So more synchronicities in this reading, and there's just going to be a lot of movement. You know what? I just realized the 8 of Wands, is this reversed? Yeah, the 8 of Wands is reversed. So this is about 8 of Wands to the 7 of Wands. This is about overcoming those blocks, those mental blocks that it goes back to what I was saying at the beginning of the reading, or somewhere at the beginning of the reading, where it's like you can either choose like the clear cut path, or you can choose the more challenging, harder, difficult path. Like, why would you take the difficult road when you have an easy or easier? I'm not saying it's going to be like the easiest, right? Because life, nothing's really that easy these days. There's always going to be something we have to learn, right? That's why we're here, to grow. But don't be throwing your own blocks like in a path that's already clear for you. So get out of your own way, Spirit's saying. Get out of your own way. Otherwise, you could just block yourself from the blessings. We don't want that. And I'm sure you don't want that either. So I think it's just a matter of the mindset. And the Devil reverse at the bottom of the deck, that's something that you're working through. But it is a cycle. It is a habit that you... oh, nice. And Judgment underneath that. You are overcoming that. It's a matter of the mind. And we have more of that Father of Wands, King of Wands energy. So I'm just saying. All right. Where the fuck? Wait a minute. Oh, it's right here. I'm like, where is my animal deck? I didn't have it pulled out. Didn't have it pulled out for this reading. So I didn't even prep this. Hold on. Let me just cleanse the energy. We're running out of time, y'all, but I just want to get some advice for Aries, Summer Rising Venus in October 2022. Do you have any advice for Aries, Summer Rising Venus for the second half of October? Any advice, any insight, wisdom, guidance for Aries? Thank you. That was quick. Hyena and the Sea Serpent. So there are some, and the Stingray at the bottom of the deck, choice between the old versus the new, and this path that you're going to be taking or choosing between, it will impact you, and it also will impact others around you or those that are closest to you. Okay, so take some time to think about it and reflect and just gain different perspectives before moving forwards. And there's that hummingbird energy, which is about returning to something that makes you feel good. All right, so the hyena coming out, there's, like I was saying throughout this entire reading, I was like, there's some things that are not quite illuminated just yet, or there's some things that you're not aware of, and you're becoming, bro, okay, what's going on in this reading? Oh my god, sorry guys, interruption on interruption on interruption. There's some shit that you're not aware of, opportunities that you don't see coming just yet. You might be feeling a little bit annoyed. You might be feeling a little bit more sensitive. Some of you are overcoming struggles of addiction, or you are working on being sober, or like something like that is coming up here with the hyena. The hyena is the energy of overindulging sometimes, feeding into habits that aren't good for you. Maybe temporarily feel good, but in the long term, it has a bad impact on you. There is also something about the energy of you healing or forgiving even a mother figure. And the sea serpent is all about the need for you to honor and release any emotions that come up, any emotion that you're feeling. Let it go, let it flow, let it move through you, honoring them, feeling them, and just releasing them. So that's kind of what I was saying with the King of Cups to the Ten of Wands. I was like, remember to feel your feelings. You need to feel your feelings if you want to heal, right? So there is a lot of healing that's taking place. You're working through your own triggers, your own fears, and there are your own personal blocks. And so that's something that you're overcoming, and that's also something like you're integrating your shadow self as well. That's powerful shit. It really is. Okay, so yeah. Maybe get creative. Sea serpent is a very creative energy. It does represent your sacral, okay? So even like, I don't know. I don't have anything else to say, actually. That's all I have. That's all I have for you, Aries. Okay, we're going to leave the reading here. I hope this was helpful and insightful. If it was, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the information for that's in the description box down below. And I'm going to let you go, Aries. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.